Okay.
We're going to make a quick little vinaigrette. Set this aside. So I'm going to get you to press me a little garlic.
Both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's a little knife to slide off.
Use this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of put it right on in there. So this has garlic. You can use one or two cloves. With the press, you kind of lose a little bit
Yep.
with the skin stain in there, so I go ahead and put two.
Nobody's got any meetings this afternoon.
No.
It's Friday.
Perfect.
That's right.
And July 4th. Happy July 4th, everybody, by the way.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Couldn't ask for better weather. And we're going to add in a little bit of fresh dill. I have had some in the garden, not a big batch, but half a cup of vinegar, because
White?
any dressing, yeah, white. You could use, I have another recipe for apple cider. This one is better because of the honey with the white vinegar. Olive oil.
It's so great making your own dressing because then you know what's in it.
Exactly.
There's so many other additives in a lot of the store-bought
And they're
dressings,
very
so-
simple to make, and they're tastier.
Yeah. So this is honey, olive oil, and vinegar, and then whatever herbs you want to season. But you can do anything with this, with that base.
And how long will it last in the fridge?
Oh, I have no problem with 3 weeks, 2
Yeah,
to
yeah.
3 weeks, no problem. I mean, it's a vinegar-based product. It's honey. As long as it stays refrigerated, it's going to last you.
It's kind of got its own natural
Yeah.
preservative in there.
So
And you know what's in it. It's kind of like we were talking about the tortilla. I mean, I make those sort of things because anything that can last on the shelf for months and months and it's
questionable.
makes me nervous.
Yeah.
It just makes me nervous.
And that's what they say too, when you go grocery shopping, is to shop on the outside aisle, never the inside, because then you're getting all your cans that are preserved
Exactly.
and packaged product, yeah.
Let you shake
Do
your
that?
little heart
Okay.
out.
I
We're going
will.
to set this aside.
This is a great little
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's actually meant for icing, but I just find it good whole because
that
it's
right?
big enough whole because you can get garlic and everything on it.
Is that good?
Yeah,
No
you want to
more?
get that honey
Oh, I
right
see
up
it.
there.
Okay.
Just and then we'll do it again right before you serve it. You're always going to want
Sure.
to give it a shake again anyway.
You can dance too if you want to. Just get a little swirl going.
So I'm going to check on our
cocktail.
biscuits.
Exactly. Get your shaker ready.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. All
This will
right,
probably
our
be my-
biscuits are done perfectly.
Oh, good.
Yum, yum. Everybody loves biscuits.
Everybody loves biscuits.
Aren't those simple?
So you want to get them nice little golden brown on the bottom, just slightly golden. They're so light and fluffy, and they're so much easier than doing a rolled biscuit. You know, you get to the time to flour roll them and cut them, and just drop, and
Oh my
just
gosh.
as tasty. So we're gonna set those there.
And that was like 15 minutes, did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, to cook and yeah, it's 15 minutes. So this is ready. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the
Put that
frittata in
in
the
the oven?
Now it's partially cooked on the bottom.
Okay.
I turn this off. It's partially cooked, so it's not going to take that long. We put it in maybe 10 minutes in the oven at 350,
Right.
and then on the broiler just to finish the top at the end for another couple of minutes.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead. So last,
Sunday brunch menu. right?
That's what I'm making for breakfast tomorrow.
And how many would this feed? Because that looks like a very
oh goodness,
generous-
well, you're going to feed 8 people, you know,
I was going to say at least
8
8.
people, no problem. Like, by the time you get your salad and your biscuits, and we've got some homemade plum drizzle. These are from the plums of the trees in Rockport. I pick them every year and make some.
Oh.
Well, I try to make jam, but it always ends up as drizzle. So we call it plum drizzle.
Well, drizzle
New
sounds
thing.
gourmet.
Plum drizzle.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Well, it's great on everything, and it's great as a reduction too, like with pork and things like that. It's great to reduce down. So.
Very nice.
All right, so now we're just going to make our little goat cheese croquettes.
Okay.
So, bless.
Bless you.
And
Send blessings
croquettes,
to the camera.
croquettes just means like they're kind of breaded and fried.
Pretty much
Is that what
anything
that
that's
means?
breaded and fried, yes.
Okay.
It's got a coating and fried, as opposed to, fritter would be more
But
doughy.
again, croquettes sounds so much nicer than breaded and fried.
Okay, so we're going to want to slice our goat cheese about an inch thick. Because by the time you get your coating on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now goat cheese, and one good thing about goat cheese is it's workable. So if it breaks apart, you're going to be able to squish it back
Just
together
squish it
here in a
back.
minute. So we'll get our 5 little chunks sliced off, and then we'll start shaping them again, make them back into resembled circles.
Okay.
This out of the way.
Very good.
Okay. gonna need a couple more. So yeah, if I can get you
Mhm.
something to, we can even do it right on the counter. And
Okay.
then, yeah, just press them down
Okay,
in a nice little round skin. With square edges, kind of, yeah, keep the
Square?
same shape.
okay,
I'm gonna grab a,
Looks good to me.
okay.
got some eggs. We got the newer hens, they're laying itty bitty eggs when they first start laying, so they're starting to grow, but. Little trick with eggs, if you crack them on the side of a dish, you'll find that they'll break in sometimes, you're more likely to get shells. Tap them on a flat surface on the countertop, and they're just less likely to get any shells or anything.
Okay,
in
so
them.
the 20 I cracked earlier, was that driving you crazy then? I was doing it on the side?
I don't worry for ours, because the shells are so thick, being
Okay.
what we feed them. But I know store-bought eggs, the shells are a lot thinner. So if you just give a straight flat crack, and then you can just pop your thumb in.
I did.
But I mean,
I've
our
never known
skins
that.
are so thick on these that I never have to worry about that.
Okay.
So we got a couple little eggs for our dredge. I'm gonna grab a little whisk real quick here. Get that fluffed up. When I said little, I guess I meant little. It wasn't quite the one I was going for, but it's gonna do the job.
Or dredged, is that the coating process?
Dredge, yeah, so we're gonna start with the flour,
Okay.
and then we're gonna, yeah, make them. It's pretty beautiful.
Okay.
All right, so I'll let you start. Put one in the flour,
Okay,
roll it kind of on its sides and all around, and
okay.
press it in. Now you can add a little bit of milk or a little bit of water. Some people just use straight egg. I like a little bit, I just find they stick a little bit better if I add a
Okay.
little something, something to my
Your eggs?
eggs, so it's not pure egg.
Okay.
So we get that whipped up really,
Joe, are
really
you getting
good.
hungry?
Cameraman?
Oh, sorry.
All right. I'm gonna grab us a fork. When I work with the dredge, nothing worse than getting it all over your hands. I just find, so I like to use a fork, so I'll put it, and I find you're less likely to have it, sticks to your hands, pulls off the flour, then you're back to basics.
Yo, very good idea.
So I just use a fork and give it a quick flip, and you'll see that it coats it really good. Get right under it, and just get it in there.
Oh, very good. And what is that?
Now this is
Red
panko and rosemary.
panko.
So a little bit of fresh rosemary and some panko. Panko is crunchier than regular breadcrumbs, so
Yep.
that's what I prefer
You
to
buy
use.
it,
Japanese breadcrumbs.
Correct.
Right?
and you can just buy it by the box.
Yes, you can buy it by the box.
Yeah.
I buy it by the case sometimes. Or you could just use it on so much.
Oh, yes.
So you just want to make sure it's really pressed in there good. And we'll
Oh my gosh, this
Set
is
these-
amazing.
set these. The first time I had fried goat cheese actually was at it's a little pub down on near the Kokomo, where the Kokomo used to be in Kingston, right down on Ontario Street. There was a little pub, and he just had plain fried goat cheese on a salad, and I would drive back to Kingston just to eat it because I couldn't. And then I said, "What am I doing? I can make this." So yeah, let's just make it. And now, which is great because I can flavor it up any way I want.
And I'll be like calling you and saying, can I have a boat ride out? Because I want you to make this for me.
Absolutely.
Because I don't make it. It's great.
Oh, you will now. Once you
Yeah.
see how easy it is.
It is.
So,
It just
yeah.
looks so.
So we'll drop them in there, give them a good shake, a little flipperoni.
Now, do you find your clientele are mostly women or?
Mostly women. We do get some guys because the girls either want them to go or they want to do it. I have a gentleman that wants to come out for a class with him and his girlfriend and a couple other couples and
Fun.
and just sort of like a date night and have fun and it was actually to thank somebody that had done something for them.
Very cool.
So they were going to come out as couples and so things like that. Really, nobody needs a reason to cook and get out on the water and enjoy
Yeah.
a beautiful day. So whatever
It'd
your
be a
fancy.
great, can you somehow coordinate like gift cards or something like that?
Absolutely.
Like,
So,
yeah.
if someone wants to book a class or give it as a gift, they can just get a hold of me online and we can arrange that. Absolutely.
Fantastic gift.
What a unique
You know, great, a new mother, it's a really good thing for a new mother. Doesn't have time to cook or just needs a break and wants to get out with her girlfriends and, people going to school. I had a young couple last year, they were brother and sister and they were going back to school. And they were going to be seeing each other for a while and they wanted to do one last fun thing together. And we had a blast. I mean, they were really great people, but we just had such a good time and I taught them not really Southern food because that's not what they liked. You know, she wanted to learn something in particular. I wanted to learn how to make fettuccine, so we made fettuccine. And
Very fun.
so, and I make fresh made pasta out here now. I finally got my pasta machine, so yeah, that's been a lot of fun too.
So Lisa, there's a golf course out here, isn't there?
There is the Grenadier Island Golf Course. It is a private golf course, but if you have a friend, you can certainly, you know, go out there and play a round of golf. There's the provincial park is just around the corner. All the boys have fired up the smoker. got some ribs getting ready to go on for dinner. So yeah, there's the old schoolhouses here, the old hotel. Because this was a thriving community. I mean, back in the 50s, this was all farmland, inhabited, you know, there was about 60 children that went to school in the schoolhouse, and they came from the other islands to go to school out here. There's so much history on this island, and we just really, you know, we've come out here just to really get back to basics and to be as self-sufficient as we can and to enjoy what the island should be, you know, is lived on.
Very nice.
I'm thinking that, you know, if your significant other didn't want to cook, they could actually go out and play a round of 9 while you're in here doing a cooking
Right.
class.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you know, yeah, we have four-wheeler. We, you know, they can go for a hike in the woods.
trails
The
too,
trails
yeah.
are beautiful here. They're groomed. I mean, they just go on forever. I mean, you'll see all kinds of wildlife and, well, Kim's seen some of my pictures, so it's pretty endless what you can see out here. So,
Very good.
excuse me, I'm just gonna clean our board here, and we're gonna take a little look at the frittata.
Okay.
I think
I can clean the board.
Lovely little frittata. Oh, look at that baby. Coming out of the oven, caught just in the nick of time, I did say. All right, take that over and put that on the counter. Let that rest a moment. So
Wow.
there's our frittata, and I think our oil is ready. All right, yeah, I'm starting to get a good little,
Okay.
see, you got the little fizzy bubbles?
Yes.
We're good.
Right.
So it doesn't take long to cook these. So the salad, actually, I'll get you a colander. I'll just give it a quick little
Sure.
new jar. Did you think I was going to cut myself? Okay, so we're good here. We're going to set our little goat cheese croquettes in. You want to be a quick little drop with the fingers there. And these will take no time. Actually, I can turn this down a little bit. They'll take no time to cook up. So while we do that, I thought we'd take a couple little beets.
And you're putting them on the wax paper so they don't stain your cutting
Correct,
board, right?
yes. Yeah, a little bit of wax paper, it's easy to cut. The bleeding of the beets is just awful. I have, yeah, red spots on many a board. So these little croquettes, see already, they're ready to turn.
Oh, yeah.
I take 2 little spoons instead of tongs. Tongs you can break and puncture the sides sometimes. I'll take 2 little spoons and just give them a quick little flickering. They're good to go.
And where did you say you got your beets?
The beets, well, I bought the beets, but I made them. I pickled them, canned them and pickled them myself.
That enough?
Excellent, that's great. Good. So we're going to take a bit of this. This will need another beastly shaking.
Is this called emulsifying?
Yes.
Oh, look at those.
Good word, right? Good word.
All right. I'm going to get a little paper towel. Croquettes will be ready to come out. So they take no time at all to warm that goat cheese, so
Look at
don't leave them in there too long.
Yeah. We'll be having those a few nights this summer.
Oh, yeah. I could live
my.
off this stuff if it wasn't. But it's so good. I mean, goat cheese is so good for you, and that's
It's
why
good
we
for
have, you know, the goats out here now, so we can make our own. And
And pickled beets,
that.
okay.
we're not going to be super fancy. I'm just going to give them a quick little chop. Turn our paper. So yeah, on the wax paper, no mess, no
Yes,
fuss.
very good tip.
They're easy to cut, so we're not going to be.
Beautiful.
So this. A little bit of the vinaigrette on there. We'll give it a little bit of the tongs.
Nice little wooden paddles.
These are wonderful, yeah. There's a gentleman that makes wooden bowls, the burrow bowls, and he makes these. And they're really cool. And they're great for chopping up hamburger meat. When you're frying hamburger meat, that flats, I don't know what it is about it, but they are really great for that. we're gonna put our beets on the salad. Give that a little.
Can you
And,
toss? Just-
yeah, I think we're good to go.
Good.
So we're gonna take that, put our little goat cheeses, just tuck them around the side till we get to the table. Okay, so we got cheese biscuits, and then our last thing is we're gonna slide on our little frittata. Make sure I put a glove back on.
Yes, good idea. Countless times have I maybe grabbed a hot handle.
Well, and because I
And it's a heavy
have
pan, so I'm
plastic
gonna grab
handles,
two.
right, that's something that you would.
So,
Look at this.
the little baby should
Wow.
slide right out for us.
Wow. Looks like a pizza.
It is kind of an egg pizza with paper crust, absolutely.
Should we bring this
here's
stuff
our-
over?
So there's our
We're gonna get
brunch,
shut-
our
for
frittata,
brunch.
rosemary biscuits.
To do a beautiful little picture and
That's
then
gorgeous.
take a picture of it,
That's gorgeous.
put it up on social
So Lisa,
media.
thank you
Oh,
so much.
my pleasure.
This is beautiful.
Awesome.
It was so much fun to do. I can't wait to taste it. So again, people can find you at your website. What's your website?
Yeah, it's cookingontheriver.ca
Okay.
and also on facebook.com/cookingontheriver.
Okay.
I post a lot of nature shots and pretty much just stuff that happens on the island. It could be goats, it could be the chickens, it could be food, it's whatever's going on that day. But yeah, you can book classes or just give me a call anytime and I'd be
Very good.
love to see you.
Thank you again.
Can't wait to
All right.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat.
So this was a real gift. Thank you for joining us again at the Vibe, and we'll see you next time.
Wonderful.